Initiating match. Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Alright, the big one is going to be looking to run that same 3-3 using the Moira as their primary healing source. They're running the Goats comp, not the Zenyatta variation. They're actually running it with the Moira. A large amount of healing in this composition. And it looks like Ground 1 is going to be utilizing 2 DPS in their composition. So they're going to actually be going at 2-2-2. Let's hope that they pull something out with this and we see Goats not work. Killer Shark gonna get low with that Flame Strike. And Horizon booped into the air, bounced away from where he wanted to go, and just keeps getting knocked away. And this is, Ground 1 is being allowed to push in here. Slicer getting low, gonna blink out of Trouble's way. Big Hammer coming down, only gonna knock Slicer down. He's gonna die to a Sound Blast. Horizon 3 down on the side of Big One. Follow-up needs to happen though. And it doesn't look like it's going to be, there is a Nano Boost out, and 2 are going to be going down, 3 from the Big One, and this could be the fight win for Ground 1 here, and it might allow them to take the point. They do need to get to the point though and start capping it. They do have 1 on it. King Kun, high energy, 3 of Ground 1 have been taken out in the subsequent parts of this fight by the high energy Zarya. And not even a single tick fully capped, and that's going to be a lost fight ultimately for Ground 1. Because if you can't cap at least even just 1 tick, you did not win the fight as an attacker. And this fight just seems to be a fight that's not going to end. Ground 1 needs to back out and come at this from a different angle. Alright, the fight's engaged, and already Flame Hero and Killer Shark have been taken down. Hard Villa has invested that rally for his team, and that's going to be clean up on Ground 1 by the Big One.
Check this out. My will made real.
Time to raise my APS.
Graviton out, hammered down. 3 actually caught with that hammer down, but the Diva Bomb was invested, does not find anyone, and Ground 1 has actually found 3 kills. This could be exactly what they're looking for with their engagement. They have to get King Kun down. He is going to do way too much damage if he is not taken. Slicer is on the Reaper, going to be found by the Zarya Beam. Now 100% Zarya Beam, and finally King Kun's going to be going down, and this looks like it's going to be the cap for Ground 1. Yes, the Big One isn't even coming to contest. Ground 1 has captured first point on Anubis.
New defense point. Objective
Sneaky hammer down, does not find anyone, and a sound barrier comes out for Big One, but it's not going to be enough in time to save or in the right place to save Horizon. And this could be the opening to the wedge. King-kun is low energy right now. Actually, he's looking pretty high energy. And is getting up there in charge. Dragon going through the Graviton, but not going to be finding a... will find Hard Vela. And Killer Shark, though, does go down to Boop. And this looks like Big One is just going to be clearing up this fight at this point. Coalescence coming out very late in this fight. Oh, and Reaper's Death Blossom going to be easily countered by the dash of Brigitte. And that fight is finally going to be ending. Alright, engagement has happened. Flame Hero is a little bit low. Going to be at about 2/3 health as this fight begins. As Flame Strike gets eaten up by the Diva. Fellisk is going to be taken out by White Frost, but Flame Hero is going to be the trade. Sound Barrier out on the side of Ground 1. Not going to be stopping any kills ultimately, though. Most of that was decay from time gone, from time that had passed. And Core Brute is going to be knocked up into the corner. King-kun is being allowed to stay at relatively high energy at 69%. So above 50% most of these fights. And without being taken down, that remains, and it actually gives him the advantage over Core Brute as Ground 1 come into these fights. Dragon going to be used as the opening, splitting the enemy team in half, but that's not going to be ultimately good for Ground 1, as that would just put them into a situation where they are being flanked on both sides, and with Flame Hero charging in, Mr. Ice only being the only trade, this is not going to be looking good, and they need to back out and come at this from a different angle. Slicer having switched off of the Reaper onto the Junkrat. Just looking for a little bit of poke to try to get that tire. Perhaps that will be the key of winning at least a tick on this point. Ground 1 coming in on the left through the right route. We call it the right route because you call it that from the defender side, going underneath in the dark alleyways. Nano Boost on Flame Hero. A lot of damage coming out. Hammer down, getting 3, stopping the Coalescence. Felix going to be going down to the charge. Sound Barrier is going to be coming out. That shield's going to disappear. Core Brew Slicer and White Frost are going to be taken out, and Flame Hero is going to be found in the dark crevices behind the sarcophagi, and someone disconnected. The Silicon left the game. Well, as with everything, we do allow up to 15 minutes for a player reconnect, so they have until 7:56 on my screen to have Basila come back. It looks like he's getting back rather quickly. I believe it's Control Shift equals. Just unpause. And there we go. I wouldn't have seen that as a tactical reset. If anything, Basilicon lost ultimate charge, and the fight had already been lost for his team. So you can see they're coming in on the right side and going down around the back. This is ultimately to reduce the amount of time. Flame Hero has to have his shield up towards the enemy for his team to be able to get on to the point. Tyre finds 2, but Diva Bomb also finds 2, and that's going to be an even trade. But with 2 tanks down, Slicer though going down, and Killer Shark, that's not going to be looking good for round 1, and this is going to look like it's going to be the end of this round. He's not going to have time to get back on the point to open overtime.
This will heal you.
Score 0-1. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
All right, round 1 looking to run the same comp that Big One ran last time, and Big One not switching anything up, going to be running that same comp as well. And we have here a symptom of goats, the goat v goat headbutt, as you see it in nature and in Overwatch.
Defend objective A.
And the engagement is happening on these back twisted stairs. Felix is going to be the first one to go down, as is Horizon, closely following to the micro missiles. And this is going to be a quick fight, one for round 1. Just going to pop that Diva out of their mech. Big B flying backwards towards point, and just going to be stalled out a little bit here. His team is going to be rejoining just behind, and that is as big a stall as you can possibly get, is when the team is already there to help the baby Diva out, and then the baby Diva dies. Flame Hero going to be taking a Flame Strike to the face. As finally, Big One is going to be re-engaged, coming together, and they're just going to be going straight for the point. Mr. Rice is going to be the only one hammered down on his side, while the other hammered down comes down and takes out 2 charges, 2 kills, 1 each way. Hard Vela is out, and the Coalescence going to be eating away at round 1, and that's going to be first point cap for the Big One. Oh, we have 6 minutes for Big One to go ahead and get to 1/3. Hammer down comes out, knocks it down. Slicer. Sound Barrier though going to be coming out for the round 1, and a 2-way Graviton going to be putting people down. Diva Bomb going to be knocking Corbrew out of his mech, but not going to be finding anyone else. Corbrew going to be taken out by a charge. Horizon over in the back line going to be flanking around, and is this going to be a back cap? Please, please no. White Frost going to be on point to take out Horizon and preventing the back cap from happening. The Big One are just going to be waiting to collect themselves and re-engage. Alright, both rallies out. Artur Vela going to be knocked into the corner. That's going to she was knocked dangerously low, but unfortunately the sound for round 1, the sound barrier came out. Core Brew's mech self-destruct does not take anyone out, and the kill feed is not looking good for round 1. They have to contest here. Slicer, the only one left on point, going to be found and eliminated. And now White Frost is going to try to do what Lucio's doing, that is stall the point for as long as possible. Just be the annoying gnat that you can be with Lucio's hitbox, but it won't be enough. The big one win map 2, and we move on to the hybrid map, King's Row.